I'll begin by saying that this is probably one of the most important parts of the course because if you get your market structure wrong, the rest of your analysis and your entry will likely be wrong as well, and thus you will miss trades or lose on improbable setups. So be sure to come back and watch these theory-based videos on how to draw market structure multiple times, and then watch examples of drawing market structure until you feel confident in following these rules. Before we can start drawing market structure, we need to understand the anatomy of a trend. A trend has 4 important points. For an uptrend, we start with the first pulse that begins from a low to a high, which pulls back for a higher low. See how this low here is higher than the low down there? And this is followed with a break past the recent high for a second pulse that reaches a higher high point. So again, we have a low, a higher low, and a higher high. We have a pulse 1 and a pulse 2. If you can spot these 4 points, you have an uptrend. Here we have a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high for an uptrend. When the trend is up, we're going to want to buy, as it's likely that the trend will continue, and we can profit off price returning to or breaking a higher high. A downtrend is the same concept, but in reverse. You start from a high point. You go to a low point for the first pulse, with a pullback to a lower high, which breaks the recent low for the second pulse and creates a lower low. These 4 points make for a downtrend. We have a high area that goes to a lower low, pulls back for a lower high, then goes down for a lower low, pulls back for a lower high, and then continues onward down. When there's a downtrend, we're going to want to sell at a high area and aim to get out near the low or with the next lower low. When it comes to drawing market structure, we want to find these highs and lows to get an idea of where there's a trend and whether this trend is going to continue or reverse. Now, a trend can continue in these kinds of pulses and pullbacks for as long as it wants until it shows a sign of ending. We'll go over how to identify the end of a trend in the next video.